Blasting through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steal out on your YouTube, bro, let's roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTuber Ronan, and I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of the Mystery Movie Night Podcast. All right, I do want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Do want to say hello to some people who have joined us here in the live chat. All right, first one here, Lieutenant Giratina. Good to see you, sir. Scrolling down, Joan Venice. Good to see you. All right, my fellow panelists are patiently waiting backstage, so I'm going to bring them on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the most violent woman on YouTube. She has a staple remover and a thermos, and she is not afraid to use it. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I know you're all really here, you know her, you love her, you cannot live without her, Sin's Corner.
My weapon tonight is a box of drywall anchors, and they are sharp, so be careful. Yeah, I feel like taking one of these out, just tossing it at the screen.
All right. Also with us, the man who has shanghaied himself into this broadcast, and I'm sure is regretting every moment of it, Enigma Severus.
I was offered candy to come onto this show. I better get it.
Someone in a white van gave it to you, too. Offered it to you.
He has a white beard. No, I'm just kidding.
Here he was a jolly old fat man with a sleigh being pulled by a dozen reindeer. I'm surprised you didn't see him.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of those of us who are bearded, Corey, Wilky's Movies and Music.
What's this
waiting to see where you're going with that one. So,
where am I going with that one?
Beard, and there's white in there too. So there we go.
White, fashionable white strip right down
there. You go. Got the racist stripe down my chin.
No, I'm just kidding.
And speaking of fashionable, Rachel, the elder millennial.
Also bearded, but you cannot see it. Yes, there's little white specks underneath there, but you'll be. It's okay. I pluck every day.
Well, we all got to deal with some stuff. It's all right.
Also joining us is, I believe, also bearded, or my eyes are deceiving me. The Movie Man.
No, I think it's a beard. If it's something else, then
hoping it's a beard, right?
It has refused to leave.
Hi. Okay.
All right. Well,
so
let's just rip off the Band-Aid right now. Tonight's mystery movie was Jordan Peele's Ready or Not. Oh, wait. No, wait.
Ready or Not 2.
They
It's
will
2 because
kill
there's
you.
a sister involved.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, strangely, a
different
sister
universe.
involved in this one, too.
Uh-huh.
But wait, they're
No.
race swaps, so wouldn't it be Ready or Not 3?
Oh,
Should be.
I thought of that.
Produced by Disney. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So, starring Zazie Beetz, Mahalia, I guess is how you pronounce her name. Patterson Joseph, who I do know from Henry V on PBS. He's also in Aeon Flux. So I knew him. Draco Malfoy,
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Mhm.
Heather Graham. So I had 2 Heather Graham movies last night, folks. That and Hangover. So
I was
let's see.
like, is that Heather
Yeah.
Graham? But she looks so
Yeah.
young.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Alicia Silverstone at first.
I thought it
but
was
now
somebody else.
Oh,
oh, Heather Graham. Looking, she does look pretty good for her age.
Good
Indeed.
for age, yeah.
Yes, she does.
got
And
that Denise Richards facelift.
and Patricia Arquette, my who does not like me
Oh,
on Twitter. We've
Ah.
had some run-ins. I would like to know. I would like to know who ADR'd her voice in this film, because that was not Patricia Arquette. I'm sorry.
well, that was her attempt at an Irish accent, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yes,
That was her attempt at an Irish.
I think so. Because I was like, what? And then she would say more words. I was like, well, that sounded like Irish. I
And
don't
then it
know.
would drop.
Because she
It was-
sounded
Emily
exactly
Kruger, hello.
like the. Hey Emily, she sounded exactly like the Boston like impersonators that walk around and things like that and try to do the Irish accent, and I'm just like, no.
It wasn't. Like, only some words would sound halfway Irish, like with an Irish dialect. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's pretty
You know-
safe to say that this is kind of Ready or Not meets, I guess, Kill Bill.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly-
Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
That was
That's
my
exact-
note. My note was Kill Bill plus Ready or Not plus being immortal.
Well, I was thinking this is like the mid 2000s movie again. I was just like, yep, this is out of your time zone. So
Mm.
Did
Yep.
you know, I walked out of this movie funny enough thinking, I wonder if Forbidden Fruits would have been better. And I was like, oh
Ooh.
my God, I can't believe I said that. But now I'm wondering, like, would it have been better?
I don't even know what that's about, but I know a lot of people seem to not want to see it. So
I didn't either.
I'm not in a rush. No.
I
It's
have
one
no
of
idea. I haven't even
those
seen the
are
trailer.
fruits, so it's just
I remember watching this trailer and I was like, oh, I want to see this. This looks good.
Yeah.
This was not good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I will tell you.
I
this
might
would
be an
have been-
outlier on this one. No spoilers
this would
here,
have
but I
been
might
a
be an
Friday
outlier
night-
on this one.
A Friday night, let's watch this at home streaming movie night, dinner time, with Josh and I and whatever. Yes, watch this movie at home if you like horror. It was entertaining. I wouldn't say it was bad, but to pay for it at the movie theater, no.
I was just
I'd be surprised if it makes 5 million, 10 million, 8 million. I'd be surprised. Sorry, I'm done.
I get no, it's okay. I guess we'll see. But so I knew of this movie. I'd seen little clips, but I intentionally just did not pay attention because I was immediately interested in the little bit that I saw. So I had no idea. So this is what I did know. A woman goes up against a bunch of people trying to kill her. Later, I saw mention of Satanists. So I was like, oh, okay. But all the other stuff, like the other stuff going on, I was like, oh, wow, I totally didn't see that coming. And I'm so glad I didn't know that. I did have problems with this film, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one, and maybe this was because I don't remember seeing a full trailer for this. I like that they did not pull a companion and tell you everything before the movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give
Okay.
you that. I'll just
So
put
the
it like
trailer
that.
didn't reveal what was really, because I honestly don't know.
I don't believe it did.
I got so bored of the trailer, but you really, you kind of understand
all you-
the gist of it. They don't tell you how it wraps, how it completes itself, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the trailer doesn't tell you what's really up with these people.
Well, there's
Okay.
Connie?
there's the hint of the pact with the devil, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
that
Well,
they don't tell you the like as an example, they don't explain or indicate that Draco Malfoy is not wasted, because in the trailer they demonstrate that it was just like, well, dude, you're already out of the film. Like,
Okay.
oh,
do that. So
Okay.
so you let that one go? Okay.
Dee's being mighty quiet. I know we haven't all fully said what we think, but Dee was very cryptic in our discussion with Sean, who wanted to join but couldn't tonight. He had some other commitments. And some of the things Dee was saying made me very, very curious to hear his thoughts.
So I'm just gonna say this. I don't know, and I apologize in advance for the sin, but I don't know what Sin has been cooking up around her house. I can't say like in her kitchen specifically because that's out of kitchen, but I don't know what she's been concocting in her house because somehow or another, and I guess it's fitting, keeping with the theme of this film, somehow the spirit of Soapbox Sin has invaded her body. I was watching this film and I was just like,
You probably know exactly what got under my skin.
why do I feel this intense, irrational anger rising out of my body? I was just like, I need to find the director. I need to find so many people and have a very heated conversation. And I would say I probably should have started this, but I didn't want to give it away. But I also have, in keeping with that, I do have a pill cutter here in my hand.
Oh gosh.
So I figured, like, in keeping with Sin, it's just like, okay,
that's your weapon.
There might be a need for violence, okay? Because I was not in a great mood after this film ended.
Wow. You know, it just occurred to me there was an eyeball rolling around.
Absolutely. And I still I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. But okay, yes, it was.
That was actually the fun part.
I actually laughed out loud when that happened.
Yeah. There are a couple of funny moments in this movie. I will give it that.
Oh yeah.
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, it does have some genuinely funny moments. I do think some of the action does work.
Mm-hmm.
I just think we've been here before. I feel like I've seen this movie so many times.
Yeah.
Well, that's not my issue. That was not my issue with this film.
Okay. And hello to Belt Loop, who's just stopping by. I understand you are a very busy man who is probably playing hooky from work right now, and you shouldn't be. And that's bad. Go back to work, my friend. Okay. I'm glad you're here. I also do want to say hello real quick to JPRPH1 and, of course, the Bird Woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary. And I did see Emily Kruger here with us in the chat. Thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
I hadn't said anything. I'm gonna.
I mean, I want to say something, but it's spoiler territory. So.
I know. So in my review, I didn't care, and I spoiled the hell out of it. I didn't spoil everything, but I just spoiled it because I was kind of pissed at this movie, y'all.
Okay.
I want to know, Corey, did you liked it? Did you? Corey liked it. Corey.
I'm not saying greatest movie ever. It definitely was not that, but I was entertained. I had fun with it. I was in a good mood apparently, and nobody else was when they went and saw this.
Hey, I was in a good mood when I went to see it.
Don't blame it on the movie. Don't blame it on the movie. Don't do that. Don't blame it on the movie. No, yeah, I feel like I'm an outlier on this one. Definitely flaws, definitely not perfect. I'm not saying that at all, but I was entertained. I had some laughs through it, a little more comedy, dark comedy.
Yeah, it was
very mixed in through that than I was expecting. Yeah, I for the mystery movie and the price I paid for it, I was entertained. I had a good time. See, I'll be quiet. You guys can trash it some more.
But I agree with you there. Like, not knowing what we were going to go see. I know I'm telling people now, like, don't go pay for it. But don't go pay like $19, $20 to go see. I only paid $7.25 at my AMC to go see this. Like, that's fine. That's worth it to me. It's a mystery movie. I was entertained. It was funny. I've only walked out on 2 movies in my life. I wasn't going to do it with this one because I wanted to see where it was going, but yeah, I'm glad Corey liked it. I liked it. It was funny.
I like weird stuff, so it's all right. It's all right. You don't have to.
I have a question at the end, and then I have something to say, but we're not in spoiler territory yet.
Okay, and I'll say a few good things also. I'm a sucker for Art Deco, so I will say when I saw like the building and the interior and all that, I was like, oh, this is right up my alley. I love this. And the aesthetic, the vibe, all that kind of stuff. Kind of as we get into the stuff going around with the room and the openings and things like that, and the questions kind of popping up in my head and just trying to make sense of what's really going on here. I thought all that was interesting. Then, of course, the plot twist that I wasn't expecting was, I think, well, it was a great reveal to me because I just, like I said, that's not what I thought we were getting with this at all. And let's see, I will say, like, overall, you know, for the most part, it is like a lot of familiar, you know, faces, and, you know, it's an interesting kind of well-rounded cast to an extent. So I do want to at least offer some things. So there are aspects of it that are enjoyable, and, you know, we get into like some really interesting fight sequences. And I do think there are elements, because I thought the same thing very much, Ready or Not 2 and Kill Bill. And so I think the only thing I'll say before I'll get into critiques is that with Kill Bill, that's a very specific style and homage to, you know, 70s exploitation, martial arts, kung fu, a very, you know, like very specifically over the top. And I understand that was probably something similar they were going to do here, but I understood it in Kill Bill. I can't say I completely understood it here, but maybe it wasn't to understand. Maybe it was just kind of being over the top and silly, but I think it made it feel not as refreshing or as unique, because if you've seen Kill Bill, that's a very unique experience in and of itself. So to have anything that comes close to that, it's like, all right, this is a little disconnected for me.
Well, I told a friend earlier this afternoon, I was explaining we'd be doing the stream, and I said it's like a Temu version of Kill Bill, and I feel like Quentin Tarantino decided to be like, I'm not going to do this one, you know?
Yeah, someone mentioned Quentin Tarantino.
Like, no.
But honestly, though, Quentin Tarantino, people will also say he ripped off a lot of older films to do his. So even Kill Bill, there's like Lady Shadowblood, I think.
Lady Snowblood. Yeah.
Snowblood. Sorry, I knew I was going to say
it's
it wrong.
definitely the major one. Yeah.
I'm good at messing up names and titles of stuff. But even for him, for his movies, there's a lot of people will be like, oh, he's just ripping off. He's this one of that. Or, you know, just like, kind of like right now, too. You know, you have
I
this
mean, he
one
did
with,
it
like,
good. That was the difference.
Well, it depends who you ask.
That's true. It's all subjective.
Sorry,
He
I'm playing
definitely did it
devil's
good to me.
advocate.
But he holds into a realm, like, I mean, you can relate it with Hateful Eight, you can From Dusk Till Dawn, you know, you have this expectation. What was the other one with the stunt car drivers that
Death Proof?
Yeah, you know, you have Death Proof. So but yeah, we kind of expect it with him, I guess.
I will also say, which is obvious because we got some extended sequences with it, but, you know, I'm always here for practical effects. And so I will say, you know, even though I wasn't expecting an eyeball to be making a journey throughout the film, that, and, you know, the disembodied head and all that kind of stuff, it was interesting seeing that, because, you know, CGI, you know, I grew up obviously in a different time, so everything was not CGI heavy. But still, you know, I understand sometimes that's necessary with certain things, but it is always nice to see practical effects being used. So I did appreciate that, and like I said, didn't see that coming with that particular sequence. So it would definitely can say that was something very different.
It's almost like they pulled homages from anything, because now that you know, said the eye rolling around, I was like, oh, just like the hand from the Addams Family, just crawling around and things like that, and spying on things. So, I mean, yeah, it was a funny movie. There were problems, but it was a funny movie. I liked it.
Well, in addition to, so it suffered from some of the things that I complain about a lot in, you know, films like this, you know, crazy levels of disbelief you have to suspend for certain moments, like the thing with the table flying through the air and her behind it, or her being caught in the elevator shaft when she fell, her taking on an entire room of people while they just stood by twiddling their thumbs for her to, you know, attack them. That's kind of, you know, if that was the only stuff that bothered me about this movie, it would be scored way higher. But there's this one element, you guys, that, okay, so here's the thing. On Twitter, people were talking about this, all right? And they're like, I'm not going to see this as woke trash. So I was like, all right, why is it woke? Is it woke because it's a girl is the main lead? Is it woke because she's black? Like, what? That doesn't make a film woke. So I was like, I'm still excited to watch it. So I watched it, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It is. It's just very covert. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's not it's okay. Compare it to Slanted. It's not smacking you in the face with
No,
all of
I'll
the
give
stuff,
it that.
but it doesn't come out and just blatantly
Oh,
state it, but it is
okay.
because I started to notice a pattern. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, all of the bad people were white.
Mm-hmm.
Even the maids that had been kind of brought into, like the maids that were allowed to live and be part of the family, none of them were really attacking her or doing bad things, but the white maid was. And her father was white. Everybody else in there. Yeah, so I was like, are you kidding me? Come on.
The
How
only
blatant can you get? Come on.
the only sorry. The only white guy who's on the level in the whole movie is
the
the
investigator.
private investigator, the one guy.
Yeah.
One guy.
Yeah,
They
but
found one.
that's right. Like, so 0.1% of the
Yeah.
cast that so it's like I've gotten so jaded about this stuff that
Yeah.
it's like I'm so y'all, come on. We just
And
you can't tell me there would be not one rich person of color that wouldn't be caught up in this allure of being immortal, because there's a lot of rich people that are not white.
There was the husband.
She also
Yeah, and
but
he
she
helped
asked,
her.
and
He
he
helped
said
her,
he had his
right?
reason.
He didn't do any. Yeah, but it was because he was tired of that. He was now the good person. He was trying to help.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I will not buy that it wasn't an intentional thing, an intentional decision that was made. And so that really bugged me. And it's annoying because I really wanted to like this film. There was a lot about it that I liked, but now that's just like this thing hanging over me. It's like, I just don't have a lot of patience for it these days, y'all. So, yeah. That's the main problem for me.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Long day for you.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Oof. So, yeah, my rant's over.
You poor
Home
man.
now. What did I miss? Not much.
Were you punished? Is that why you had to go to France? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes. My extensive viewership in France.
He's gone now. He came back over here.
Although there was a very odd, there was a period of time where I was very popular with German men between the ages of 18 and 44.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Those analytics on YouTube are interesting, aren't they?
Yes. Because I couldn't figure that one out.
Were you doing a review on, World War II events or what? Like,
no. Salon Kitty, no. And the films of Paul Verhoeven. No. No. But it's just, like I said, those analytics are weird. But I have, I have viewership in India, and
I do too right now because of
few here and
Durandar.
there. I gotta carve out some time to watch that.
Oh, you got to carve out a lot of time. It's a long.
Yeah, it is.
that's that's a Lord of the Rings comparison to an extent.
Almost.
Yeah. If you do both of them, yeah. Never mind. Yeah,
I'm off my soapbox, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
No, but
Right,
it's a really good point that you made, because it does explain, because the one landlord guy never gave his reason. He was just like, I have my reason.
Yeah, he did. He told the wife.
Yeah.
Right.
He said he was,
got tired of
before
it.
they were like taking off the scum of the street or whatever, and now they're killing innocent people, and
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I will give them this: how they kind of explained their relationship and just doing it through the photos. I thought that was well done.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. New York, 1913. That's all you need to know, right there, really.
And she was Irish, and the Irish weren't treated well when they came over here. So they both
Sinners goes into that too.
Yeah, that's right, because of Remick or Rennick or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Remick.
Remick.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those movies where I don't know how to grade it, because I get the intent of it. I get what they were trying to do with it. I know that the director, just by what little bit I've been able to read up on him, he's a Russian fella, and he grew up like watching, as we said, Tarantino, Evil Dead, which is very clear in the film. So he grew up watching the kind of films that this movie is trying so hard to be. I just think it gets shot down by being this very tropey film that we've seen before, and at least I've seen before anyway. It's the thing where it's not made for me, but not in that, and we didn't make it for you. I've seen these kind of movies. I know all the tricks. I knew where it was going. I knew what it was going to do from the jump. And it just plot point by plot point by plot point did it. And I wasn't surprised. Anybody who's like somebody younger coming into a movie like this, having not seen something like it, they're going to love it. And that's great. Fine. Just didn't punch through for me. I wish it did, because there was a time when I would have been, oh yeah, it's the best movie out here, and like, no.
And I think
I'm past it.
Oh, yeah, no.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking it stacks up a little bit towards, how Gunpowder Milkshake was coming across as well, with the entire young ladies movement, the trying to do over-the-top action, but still try and maintain reality to an extent. And it just doesn't hit well. It's like or the, what was it? The 355.
I skipped those.
Those two.
Oh, I haven't seen either one of those.
I just remember it releasing in January and having it be a big deal. It was a January release because it's, January movies tend to not be good.
The 355, you mean? Didn't that just go straight to Netflix?
It promotes feminism, and they're just a decade behind, like,
yeah,
it's the, and again, it's not that the storyline was bad. It's not that it was bad effects. It's the simple fact that it's a bad conclusion to a situation. It's just like, no, that's not how that works,
Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Obviously, I didn't have the same vantage point as far as that piece of the story, because you already know how I feel about that word and how it's pervaded all aspects of media and society. I understand we're all going to have different vantage points, but I need to hear something else besides that specific word. But for me, I would say that beyond like that, I mean, my biggest issue for me is just that, to me, because I saw this, the director, it randomly popped up, but there was an article where the director, like the only reason the cast signed on, they basically said they signed on with the promise that the film would not be camp. And that's the only reason they agreed to do the film. And then I was watching and I was just like, I'm not sure what I'm
squirting everywhere.
I was just like, I don't know what I missed here, but like, this is not a film that's, and I don't understand. Like, I don't know. That baffled me, because that was kind of my bigger issue. Like, horror comedy is already kind of dicey for me, because sometimes it can really, really work, but sometimes it can really, really not work. And I think when you add camp to it, it just becomes this big cheese fest. And for me, like, that's what happened here. We've already mentioned Kill Bill, but there are other examples of films that can kind of do that. But to me, it just felt like it was trying to blend, it was trying to blend the comedy. It was trying to blend the over the top, fighting and things like that. And some of that got over the top too. But then even like the Satanism piece, I'm like, okay, we've had Long Legs, we've had Psycho Killer, we have this, we have Ready or Not, and technically, Ready or Not 2 together. Like, that as an element, and maybe it's because for me, I get tired of Hollywood trends. So like when they did what was it? When they did the dystopian novel book adaptations, and they kept doing that, and they had the police brutality films, and they kept doing that, and then they did, like, it's like there's always like a cycle, something, or like with Substance, they did the Substance, and now it's like, oh, we have Slanted, and let's do the Beauty on FX. Like, it aggravates me in and of itself because it's very lazy. But it makes it feel derivative. It makes it feel just kind of uninspired. And like I said, there are interesting elements here, but it all was kind of wrapped up in this really bizarre package that felt like it was pulling from things we'd already seen before that were way more effective. And just like with the acting and with, really as soon as we kind of got that opening scene, I was like, all right. Like the execution of this and the performances and just like the way the lines were landing or weren't landing, I'll say that. It had this very cringy, silly, goofy vibe. And I understand that was probably the intention, the same way like Kill Bill or some films like that have. But for me, it just kind of got obnoxious. And by the time, without spoiling, by the time we had a certain something plopping down on somebody's head, I was like, I don't know what we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go home. Stop.
I do want to agree with you because I think I wouldn't be as hard on this movie if we didn't have all of the other movies that you mentioned. Because how many movies do we have to do where it's like the cult? And I'm like, it's very tropey. It's almost like satanic cults are now in.
Yeah, they're in.
Like,
they're definitely in.
I don't know. Maybe if it was a more serious movie about it, I don't know.
Hot Fuzz did it well. Hot Fuzz was able to do it well.
That was a good cult movie because they were very blatantly trying to do Wicker Man with that. Yeah. So I think more than anything else that it's just a matter of bad timing. I think if like I said, if they had done this movie 10, 15 years ago, I think I would have liked it a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just, I think now I feel like it was derivative. I think we've been here before. I don't hate it. I
was wondering how long she was going to be doing that.
I didn't mind that, actually. I'll be honest.
It was making me cold.
I just kept looking at her feet. I was like, your toes are going to get cut off.
Oh, how? And she never hurt her feet. That was amazing to me.
And that was the
I was waiting for that.
Tarantino. That was the homage to Quentin Tarantino when
with
she
the
was
feet. Of course, of course. Makes complete sense.
I was like, why is he doing that? It's like I would not do that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's I mean, look, how many movies do we watch per year that are just parts of other movies mixed together? Most of them.
Yeah, those are usually the films that you feel kind of eh.
Yeah, and you're either with them or you're not. And this is one of those movies where either you're going to be with it or you're not. And don't get me wrong, I am not totally dumping on this movie. I think there are parts of it that I think are funny. I think there are parts of it that work. I think some of the action works. There is a very inspired visual towards the end, let's say, and I like who they got to kind of do the voice cameo there. I thought, that was good casting. But the feet are an homage to Die Hard. Yeah.
Oh.
That too.
Didn't think about that.
Feet smelling my sister. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, I don't get me. I'm not totally hating on this movie. It's the best mystery movie we've had since How to Make a Killing, as far as I'm concerned.
I had a problem with that one too.
And you did. But yeah.
But like just to join in with that, like Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That was a mystery movie. Yeah. I still consider it one of my top favorites, but I try to keep reminding myself what the producer or director or the gentleman had said at the start of that movie is, he said it's so hard to get people to make original movies anymore. And so he goes, I honestly hope you enjoy it. That's what we were going for. It was basically a recognition of, we took a shot. you know, it might hit and it might not with you, but we're happy that you're here in the theater and we love that you're, you know, the audience. This is why we do it, is because we want to see you here at the theater to enjoy it. And so, yeah, that's why I try and keep in mind with some of these that have these original stories, you know, like you have with Redux. And so, yeah, this one, again, it went, like you said, right by the script. You were able to go point by point. And it was just like, yeah, you could almost call out the acts. This is act 1. Here's act 2. All right, here's the setup, you know. So, yeah, it was very problematic. It was still actiony.
Yeah, it was pretty actiony and pretty bloody.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, I kind of come away from it not knowing where I am on it, because I want to like it, and I want to like it. I'm kind of at the same place with it that I was at with Mercy. I want to like it. But I'm not sure I do, because it doesn't quite punch through. It's like I can't really pin down any one thing. You know, it like Mercy, you know, starts off where in a sense it's kind of a courtroom drama, and then it turns into Demolition Man in the third act, where they're.
Yes.
I was expecting Martin Lawrence to come out. They throwing cars, you know, and then all of a sudden you just have all these random people getting literally smacked through windows by flying cars, and I'm just like, what the hell is happening, you know? No, with this, I knew what was happening, and I knew a little too well what was happening. It's just like, oh no, the cult again. Oh, this is why they're doing it again. You know, okay, this is the person who has to stop them again. Yeah, it's just, and don't get me wrong, I am not, even though Patricia Arquette hates me, clearly. So what, you know, but I like you, yo. I like your romance. You know, I just want to know who ADR'd her voice. I just want to know.
She did. She just did a very bad job at the Irish accent.
It's a nice try. Okay. Just don't do accents, please. You can't. I think the issue with her in this is she's too modern. And I know that there's the whole thing out there of, you know, having, you know, modern actresses can't do like period films. It's and this is kind of like the reverse.
You mean,
you know, she's going in, you know, you have somebody, I almost don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around
it. She just kind of felt a little off to me in this, and she's trying. I'll give her that. But just I was having, oh, you're just having so much fun doing that accent, aren't you?
She was trying,
you're going to do that through the whole movie.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it.
That's what you're going with. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
It wasn't until like the middle. Yeah,
like it wasn't consistent. And I was like, so she's supposed to just be some uppity rich person, and that's why she's talking this way. And then I started hearing like the Irish whatever words creeping in there, and I'm like, wait, she's Irish maybe. And then I was at one point wondered, is she German maybe? it wasn't very good. I don't know what they were going for with that. But you would think as long as they had been living, that dialect would have worn off, and she'd be sounding like, you know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
New Yorker.
Yeah. For years.
Yeah, be a little more covert. You know, and maybe not have the obviously satanic symbols on your bill. Who built this
or the child
place?
Called Damien.
Yeah, it's like who disappears from the film. I guess he's still knocked out. He gets knocked out. I guess he stays knocked out. I don't know. But it's like who built this? Like Ivor Shandor from like Ghostbusters. Who built this place? Come on. You know, I was getting. I was getting kind of a Ghostbusters vibe. This is very simple. We get Venkman, pay him whatever he wants. Get him, bring Bill Murray in here. You know,
What were you saying,
this
Rachel?
Yes, please, Rachel. Yeah.
Oh, why does she look different on the knife right there? Like she's got some sort of pixie cut, and she had longer hair in the movie, right?
Oh, she had her hair up in
It's
a bun.
Yeah.
Was it in a bun? Okay.
Yeah, her hair was up in a bun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is different in the poster. Yeah.
It's
Very much so.
Anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into spoilers, right?
All right, folks. If you do not want to hear spoilers for the film, I'm going to
Just
put
mute
the
us.
spoiler. Just mute us. We'll
Don't
put
leave.
the spoiler banner up. Don't leave. Just mute us. I'll put the spoiler banner up if you don't want spoilers. And when I take the banner off, you're good to go. So okay, we are going into spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 to make like ready. 56, 27, 1, go. Sorry. Go
Take
ahead.
it away, Rachel.
Hut. I thought, okay, she goes to go rescue her sister. Her sister's like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, okay, great. Movie's over. Everyone get out. Like, why are you still there? And like not knowing the twist that was coming later. I thought that twist that was it accidental that she took over the maid that was supposed to be the sacrifice, and it ended up like just being her instead?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wait. You mean how she was offered to be part of this family?
So,
How
Oh, wait a
Zazie-
second. Wait,
how
I'm sorry.
Zazie
How
ended up there.
Zazie. So
Yeah.
That was an
that,
accident.
That was just
it was an
coincidental.
accident.
Yeah.
She
Okay, so that
found
was
out this
wholly-
lady was going to there for a job, so she just took her place,
right, not
'Cause
knowing
she was
that
specifically-
that was supposed to be the sacrifice.
not knowing that she was supposed to be the sacrifice. Yeah.
See, I liked that twist, like at the end that we found that out. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of good. And I was like, ooh, that tugs at the heartstrings just a little bit. But then what got me at the end is the name switching. I'm very confused as to, so is Zazie and her sister now both immortal because they have
I
both
think
their
just
names
her
on the
sister
same-
now. That's the way I read it, because
Kind of like
she
the
wrote over her
plot.
name and made it Maria.
Yeah.
Okay, so she unimmortaled
She
herself.
immortalized herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's amazing to me that the skin still works, and even though everything's destroyed, but whatever. I guess you're supposed to go with it. Okay.
That's all I had for questions and spoilers. I was like, oh, okay, I don't get the total end, but okay.
What about the person splitting in two in absolute perfection? Huh? How about we talk about that? I'm just kidding. But yeah, that happens.
I loved the over the top
Yeah.
blood squirting. I knew exactly where I was when I sat down, and at the first Heather Graham's head goes off. I was like, yes.
I
No,
laughed.
it was,
I was laughing
Tom.
with that violent. Tom Felton, his head went off.
His head went off first, and I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that was a short part. And I was like, wait a second.
When they walked out of the room and he's carrying his head,
Carrying
I
his
started
head.
laughing. I
Yeah,
started
me too. Well, that was like a twist that I didn't get. So when they
Yeah.
had the fight, which I really liked that fight in the room.
Yeah.
They had the fight, and she downed everybody pretty much, and she like somehow she incapacitated Heather Graham's character, but she didn't kill her. And I wrote down, this is going to be one of my cons. It's like, why didn't she kill her? You know how they'll get someone down, because that was a fight to the death in that room. And it's like, why didn't she just kill her when she was down? So it's still a little bit of a con. She just left her there. But then, of course, you don't know they're immortal, so there's nothing you can do anyway, because they all come walking out again. But I like the dark comedy in here, and I like the crazy, over the top ridiculousness of a lot of it, not all of it. You know, like being caught in the elevator shaft, the thing with the being able to crawl up on a stainless steel kitchen table undershelf and hide behind all those pots and pans, she and her sister both, without the guy hearing what they were doing as he was coming into the room to look for them.
Or not being shot in half when behind a table
Behind
of
them-
wood.
Yeah, or even the mattress. The lady shot through the mattress too, and it didn't hit her. You know, like these are pet peeves. These are pet peeves of mine that I wish would stop happening in movies. When they happen like once, it's like okay, but when they happen a lot, it aggravates me. I wish that was the worst that I had to say about this film, though, because I already said what really bugged me about it.
The bookcase scene was kind of funny though. When she's sitting there, she moves that book, and
that was good.
Sometimes, like you think, oh, she's not going to be spotted, and then she's totally spotted, you know. Yeah. And like they open and she's or they open something and she's like right there. I did like that there were those subversions of expectation that happened. I just wish it had been executed better. And
I wish we would see more subversion like that in films, because we know. I think after a certain point, if you've seen enough films to an extent, like in your life, and you will kind of learn what the tropes are. Yeah. So I just feel like I understand it's going to be difficult sometimes, you know, to not lean into them. But I feel like if everyone kind of knows, like even, which is a small thing, but even like, you know, with the person is standing in the hallway, she's there in the dark, and then she turns, you know, someone's standing there, but she doesn't turn around until the person steps away. I feel like even just kind of like general things like that, I kind of feel like there are just too many ways to kind of subvert even things like that we see. And I think that was maybe part of the issue for me also. I just wish they had done more. Like, you know, like I thought, you know, fighting with fire and things like that were interesting. It's just that I felt like there wasn't quite enough outside of just the fun of it there for me. And I wish they could have found a way to balance both, because the issue for me is never fun. It's just like the execution of that and how they kind of balance everything else out with that also.
I was going to make a funny comment, but I decided against it in the text. Is just the fact that as she's battling with the axe on fire, I was going to type in there, I was going to go, no way, that axe would have got caught in somebody and she wouldn't have been able to get that back out.
Or the wood would have gotten burned, because that thing was burning a long time.
Yeah. It was just like, let it go. I mean,
but the table scene was like, oh, I can't with the table scene. I mean, what the hell did she do with it? Like, she kicked it or picked it up? Like, no way. Number one, that was a big table. It wasn't a little tiny thing. And then just magically behind it, oh my gosh.
Well, the shotgun as well. The shotgun when Heather Graham shot it through the mattress. Now there is a funny scene about that, but shot it through the mattress, there's this huge gaping hole. But then when the guy shoots it through the table, it just, you know,
breaks the table apart.
Yeah, breaks the table and then hit her. But the miniature head when she walks in,
that was funny.
That little miniature.
That was funny.
It was funny. She can't talk yet, so she's flipping people off. Sashi.
And that was like, if I wasn't already thinking Beetlejuice, I would have thought Beetlejuice as soon as it showed with that little hit.
It was so dumb, but it was hilarious.
I actually wish they would have leaned even more into, because like I said, the immortal piece is obviously interesting. And I feel like in any film that has characters who can, you know, heal or put their bodies back together, like it's always kind of like interesting and disturbing seeing that happen. So I kind of actually wish they would have kind of continued with that to an extent, at least, because I thought it was really interesting seeing that with Heather Graham's character. And so with the rest of them, I mean, we did kind of see it like when the pieces came back together for all of them. But yeah, I just kind of like the ridiculousness of her head growing back.
Her head stuck.
Formed. Yeah, it's just been interesting seeing like them. They're like, how do you, as you continue to get, you know, especially if you're burned and all these things, like it would have been interesting just to kind of see them continuing to deal with kind of the reformation or like the healing piece of it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because it did seem like the more damage that you got during a fight, the longer that it did take you to kind of reconstitute and regenerate. And so I thought that was a nice touch that they did make an attempt to keep that consistent throughout the film. Okay,
so my question was, how was everyone a fan of the luau sequence at the end?
You mean with the pig?
Yes.
Oh.
The transformation.
I can't say I was a fan. I don't know what I was. I think by then, but who did the voice, by the way?
James Remar.
James Remar. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's okay. That's cool. I think by then I was kind of ready for it to be over because I was sufficiently annoyed with the whole film. So I was like, oh, okay, this is the final act. It's going to be over soon. Finally. But yeah, well, it's disturbing though. It's nasty.
Did it feel like an hour? Well, for everyone, did it feel like an hour and 30 minutes or 35 minutes, or did it feel longer?
No, it was okay. I was happy I was getting out about 9. So
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't like Durandar levels. I'll say that much, but Durandar was more entertaining. So I feel like it felt longer because I was so agitated with it. Sometimes when I'm really agitated, it's like the time, the feeling of time changes.
Just stretches.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
it's like I could get all of my grading done if I was watching My Fantasy Life again. Eternity would happen. I'm just kidding.
I actually don't think I felt it was any longer. I think it was right on point. What is the not too hot, not too cold, but right?
Just right. The Goldilocks.
Goldilocks, yep.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad it wasn't longer.
I didn't feel it was too long. I thought it was just the right length. Yeah. Carl's asking, is it a vampire movie? No.
It is not.
No.
No, it's a movie about Satanists who are immortal because they've made a pact with Satan. So
Right. It's unique, that entire concept. Again, I let a lot of it go. It was just like about the name writing and all the other stuff. I was just like, we're not gonna go into that. I mean, the amount of different indiscrepancies throughout the film, I was just like, yeah, don't think too hard,
I'm a little over the I don't know if eat the rich is the term, but there's a lot of satire about rich people in power.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at this point, this is probably, I'm just using this as an example, but like in Dr. Sleep, I thought it was interesting that the main central antagonists were all kind of like these traveling vagrants, and they just went around finding people, they weren't rich, and they probably could have done whatever with their resource, whatever. But I just thought it was interesting. They were kind of like this traveling troupe, and they just kind of lived off the quote unquote land, if you've seen the film.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And went about and about. So I think also, if you've seen kind of the dynamic of horrible, rich people, and that dynamic as well, it also feels a little bit derivative as well. I mean, that is a thing. Like, we've seen it. That's probably another trope as well. Well,
it's definitely tropey.
It's probably not that far removed from reality, just as far as people with money. But yeah, it's just like that was another thing where it was just like, okay, we're in this building, hotel, bunch of money, terrible people doing terrible things. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had just put like some kind of different spin on it.
Yeah.
It needed to be some kind of that's different, but they didn't.
Like, here we are again.
Rich
people doing these bad things, white people, the white devil doing all these bad things. It's just like, I'm so over that shit, y'all. I'm tired of it. I want to go back to the time where we could have stories that didn't like make you feel agitated about stupid stuff like that. But also, people would be surprised that rich, the level of what is considered rich is much lower than most people think. So a lot of people that bitch about the rich, they're probably actually rich themselves. So,
yeah,
I don't know, whatever.
It was filmed in Cape Town.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
I stayed until the end credits because I was like, where did they film this? Because this is not New York. There is no street that is that empty.
Right.
Didn't look like New York for sure. But you know how they do in horror movies where a hospital is always like dark. The hallways are dark and they're empty, which like, this is not a real hospital. But it definitely didn't feel like New York. I didn't stay till the end credits. Before it started rolling the credits, I was up and leaving. I was out.
Oh my gosh. When he mentioned the different levels of sins or whatnot, the 7 levels of sin, like gluttony and all. I was thinking, I was like, that would be a cool twist that she has to go up different levels to get to the
all the
top.
different levels.
And they never came back to that.
Yeah,
No,
I know
they
don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just
That
left
would have
out. I
been
was like,
actually
that'd
pretty
be cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
They only showed us a glimpse of like what, just the
Six.
fornication one, like that
Yeah.
the fornication level or whatever the
And
hell
I
they
was
called
thinking
it.
they were going to skip that one because it was like she was already above on the next level. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, she could start at that level and then we could go through something different.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good way to get around it. And nope, we just ignored it after that.
And that's what I'm saying. That would have been another something that I wouldn't have seen. So that's what I'm saying. Don't take for me at least, don't take the easy way, quote unquote. Don't take the easy way out. Like do the thing that hasn't necessarily been done before. Because I haven't seen like levels of even if we were going to center it around the 7 deadly sins or different vices or whatever, and then it's like, oh, well, what weapons do you have to use? Oh, what are these people reacting to? What then happens on in this floor and this? I just that sounds like as I'm thinking about it, that sounds like a really compelling idea.
You need to write that story,
No.
D.
No,
Someone better write that story.
here's what I'm thinking. Snowpiercer.
Oh gosh.
Because
I hated that movie so much.
but the
First
point
movie I
was
watched this year.
each car, it's like they're going up this kind of social
Ladder.
until you finally get to Ed Harris or Willy Wonka, depending on whose fan theory you believe. And, it kind of fits. I think I would have liked this movie better if they had done something sort of similar. I would still be saying, wow, it reminds me of Snowpiercer, but it would have been, it would have come off like they at least tried. Like I said, this movie has moments, but I think it's surface level. And it goes to a certain point, and then it just kind of peters out.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And we are sitting here coming up with better ideas
stories?
than that's in
Agree.
this movie.
Agreed.
And when you start doing that, then that's not a good film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lacking.
Yeah.
Observation, man. That's very true, though, Sashi.
Oh, I saw what you said, Asian.
Well, he always brings it back to that. So I was just
He's so funny.
He has a great sense of humor. That's why
He does.
He was
He
kicked out
does.
of it.
I always look forward to seeing what he's going to say.
Well, like I said, whenever I'll share something, he picks up on a way in which to twist what the meaning is.
Yes.
It's perfect. So I was trying to beat him to the punch on that one. But yeah, you're right. If we're able to come up with better ideas and better, it's like, did y'all not have these ideas, or which producers told you
Who
couldn't
wrote
do
this?
Yeah.
Anyway, was it the director or somebody else? Probably somebody
The director co-wrote it
And he
with
starred in it.
co-wrote it with one of the guys who wrote Predators.
Yeah, Game of Death, Sashi. That was the other one I was thinking of with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would have liked to see the levels, but they didn't do that. Yeah, Bruce Lee did the levels with Game of Death, and as we were discussing homages or whatnot, we see a little bit of Kill Bill, we see a little bit of, again, the feet worship, but you see a number of these Beetlejuice with a shrinking head, but yeah, you would have thought, well, since it's a fight scene, we had Uma Thurman that was doing the Bruce Lee with the yellow, and so yeah, I would have thought when he mentioned it, he says each level deals with. I was like, oh, that's our clue. We're supposed to be paying attention, but no, they just breezed
go
by
anywhere
it.
with that.
So it's like, this is an idea, but we can't do it. So we'll tell you about it. But and Corey, man.
Corey's been quiet. Or is he frozen?
I'm frozen.
Okay. I'm like, Corey hasn't had much to say because
I'm
he
just
liked it.
letting you guys.
He's just sitting there like, I'm the
you-
only one that liked it. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
You all have a lot to say. I'm just letting you go. Just staying out of the way of
We're in
traffic.
therapy, man. Therapy.
Oncoming traffic. Step out of the way.
Yeah, the mystery movies this year haven't been generally on up there for me.
I
I
liked
know you've
it.
liked them.
It's
You
like
have, but I've had
Yeah.
better years, is what I'm trying to say.
yeah. This is honestly my first year doing this, so this is
Oh,
quite
okay.
interesting.
I'm just having fun
Um,
going to the theater a lot. So
I do
I'm
miss
going to go
that,
see
that's why.
the
Yeah.
Mummy Returns on Saturday. Or I think that's what it's
Ooh.
the Brendan Fraser. Yeah, that because that's coming back, so I'm looking forward to that. Yep.
thought I told you no more wild parties. Tied to the chair.
Yeah. All right. So have we all sort of covered all the spoilers that we want to get to, or
Yes.
I think I'm done talking about this movie. Done. Done.
I will
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
I will take off the
who has seen?
It was a K-pop reference, Corey.
who has
Didn't
seen?
pick up on it.
Dun,
Haven't
dun,
seen
dun.
it.
Hail Mary. Who has seen Hail Mary? Oh, we can't delete it. Hasn't yet. Oh,
I haven't yet. I was hoping to go I was hoping to go last night, and I
Haven't
got
seen it yet.
kind of I got
Oh,
invited
that's
on
right.
to another thing. So
Oh, okay, you said you didn't think you'd have time.
yeah.
Mm.
So
I thought I was supposed to watch K-pop before I watched Hail Mary.
You can watch K-pop.
That's on
at
your
home.
conscience, Corey.
well, they do fly. Yeah.
No,
Enigma,
was
I have
supposed
to
see it
ask you
last weekend.
afterwards about the reference you said. I
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I can
So.
direct message you on it. Have you seen Hail Mary yet?
Who are you asking?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Rachel. Have you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. I could tell you where it's at, but when it happened in the theater, I was like, hey, but the only reason I know a lot of these things is, again, because of my dad. My dad would expose me to all of these films. So The Last Starfighter was one of his favorites, due to the fact that the guy, as they're in space and they're going to do this war, he goes, it's going to be a massacre. And he's like, that's the spirit. And he's like, no, ours. And he's like, oh, it's, just these different details my dad taught me to pay attention to. And so when it happened, I was like, hey,
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
So is it so Corey and Deleted, as there's our alarm, have not seen Project Hail Mary? I don't know about D because he's
I have
muted.
not yet.
And I don't
D
think
has. D, I'm
D
pretty
has?
sure has. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nope, I have not. Yet.
Incorrect.
Oh,
You have not. Okay. All right.
Oh,
I didn't think I'd see it. I didn't think I'd
could've
seen a
sworn.
review of yours floating around. So
darn it.
yeah.
I
you
want
going to
get
see
out
it,
to the
D?
theater.
I probably will. I just didn't get around to it when it came out.
Okay.
Mm.
It's a little lengthy. It's it's
Oh,
not
it's
a
in the
short film.
theaters. I might go see it again. It was really fun, enjoyable.
Who
The,
all has read the book or listened to the book?
What are
Part of
books?
I would say like about maybe a little under half of it. I'm a little under halfway.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
a very
read the book by
Okay.
osmosis.
oh. That
My
doesn't count.
boyfriend
I
read
don't-
it.
This isn't a spoiler.
He was next
Yeah.
to me the entire time.
Oh, geez. Well, okay.
This
didn't
this
really.
isn't a spoiler, but go on to SNL eventually. Go watch this on YouTube eventually with SNL with Ryan Gosling trying to get out of an engagement. It's an SNL skit, and he's trying to get out of an engagement, and he's doing this heavy whispering, which just
Like ASMR or something.
sells the bit so well on the thing. And it's Gosling who does the engagement SNL. Well, he does it in Project Hail Mary, and it's so funny how he does the whispering. So, yeah, when you had mentioned Sin in your review on him carrying the movie, he really
Yeah.
does.
Oh yeah, because he's by himself a large amount of time. Did you see the little clip of what he said when he came to the one of the showings in California. I think this was on Film
Oh
Threads
yeah, I
channel.
saw that.
He came out there and he was like, it's not your job to keep the movie theaters going. It's our job to make stories that are good enough to make you want to come see them. I thought that was very good thing that he said, because it's true. A lot of people do stay away because, number one, a lot of stories aren't great and the tickets are so expensive. But if you get a banging story, people are going to come. So,
But yeah, it's a really good movie. I tell you.
All right. So going one time around the horn, where were we on the movie? What would be the score?
yeah, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
It falls as decent on critic list. It's just like one notch away from being like bogus or whatever.
I'm going with 3.
3.
Yeah. It's not horrible, but I mean, there's going to be some fans that enjoy it. They're going to enjoy it, but yeah, it's been done before, so
yeah. Guys,
D, what score would you give it? You still thinking? What?
For me, I can't say I was a fan, so it was probably like a D plus for me.
Oh, okay. You were really not a fan if it's a D plus.
I'm
Rachel?
a 3.5. A 3.5. I thought
Okay.
it was funny. I thought it was good. I think people should watch it at least matinee showing or at home when it comes out streaming.
Okay, so that's like a 70%. That's generous.
I don't
Corey's
believe
like,
in rating movies.
Giving it 100.
I don't believe in rating movies.
Get out.
I'm bad at that. I'd say I had fun with it. I understand everything you all have said, and it was over the top, silly, crazy, some dark humor. Maybe it hit me at the right time that evening when I went and watched it. But I had a good time with it. Not greatest movie ever. Did it pull from other movies? Yes. Did those movies that you can compare them to pulled from other movies before them? Yes. And I had fun with it.
Let me say this: I don't think there needs to be any disclaimers or justifications for why you feel like I enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. It was a great experience.
Thank you. All right. No, you're right.
I'm just saying. I understand like why, but it's just like no, it doesn't have to be. I had a good time. It hit on all levels for me, and that's it. All the other stuff is.
Corey gets a little, like he feels like he has to sort of, accommodate what other people might think. Don't worry about it, Corey. None of us are going to yell at you.
No.
I'm not saying best movie ever, and that's not me waffling, but I did have I'll say this. I had fun with it. I had a good time. It was over the top, crazy, silly, but I had fun.
I love Dee's comment towards me when I mentioned Dee was not a huge fan of Ready or Not 2. I really enjoyed Ready or Not 2, and it hit me just good. But Dee still, but it's the same thing. He gave me awesome support by saying love your civil disagreement, which it's just going to hit people differently.
Yeah, and that's all that it is. Because for me, even like when I, share my thoughts whether I love, dislike, whatever, but I feel like everyone has to know that we're all going to have our own experiences, our own subjective opinions now, based on who shares what type of opinion, how they kind of respond to other people. That's a whole different thing. But I will say, yeah, just in general, like I've told people before, like, there's nothing to feel quote unquote bad about or, whatever about it. Because ultimately this is just entertainment. Like this is about our specific experiences and it hits people differently. Even the best films, some of us it doesn't connect with us. And some of the worst films we can find, something to appreciate about it. So yeah.
And some of us love the best racist film of the year and the rest of them hate it. Don't
Slanted.
know why.
Apparently, I missed that one.
You were better off for missing it. But see, that's the thing, you guys. I mean, we're talking about this amongst ourselves, and we're friends. I've never had an issue with any of my YouTube buddies. It's just strangers that are being assholes on Twitter or that will come and give you a hard time. Whatever.
Enigma.
So.
Yeah.
Wow.
We squabble now. No.
Okay, Sashi.
I'm kidding.
Where did you get that idea, Sashi?
Oh my God.
Sin, you've been exposed. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I thought you were going to prevent me from being canceled. Because I didn't like stupid. What was the name of that dumbass movie? Oh gosh, Kung Fu Hustle. Oh,
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
it's so fun to see that right there.
I hated that film.
It's
Why?
so fun.
It's
Why?
too stupid. I don't.
It's-
It's too over the top.
It's Looney Tunes in real life.
Yes, and I don't
Okay.
like movies
Yeah.
like that.
Like that,
And
okay.
I was the lone voice of reason in that panel discussion because everybody else thought I had just completely lost it. And I'm like,
But-
listen, all the stupid things. Like they're like, you didn't like the lady, like with the cigarette. I was like, no, she was annoying. And
But she had us watch K-pop Demon Hunter, so we had her watch
I
that one.
made them watch K. I was like, if I
Oh.
have to watch this, you're watching K-pop Demon Hunters because it fit
I
in with our
see.
book release stuff. So yeah, all right, that's yeah, I can go.
Oh.
But I
on.
thought
Well, you
both
know
were
what?
great.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you gave it a try, Sin. Honestly,
I'm
it's
not.
not for everyone.
I'm not. I really didn't want to.
But we knew about the ridiculous. It's like that Kung Pao movie, the remake that guy did, where he
Oh,
inserted
gosh.
himself into. We knew it was gonna be dumb. We know it's. But that's why we think it's funny.
I just don't like.
It's
like that.
Spatty, you son of a bitch. No.
They very rarely work for me. So yeah. All right, we're gonna make you late.
Yeah.
Deleted.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
as for my rating, yeah, 2 out of 5. Sorry, it was a little too derivative, a little too the cult again. I mean, take the rest out of it. It's just another cult going through their motions, and they think they have a rube, and she takes them all out. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, and it's like, but there are people who are going to enjoy it. I get it. I don't think this is going to be like on my 10 worst or anything at the end of the year.
No,
But
no, not for mine. But
yeah,
Slanted will.
oh yeah,
Because that was so blatant.
I
you know?
was way more upset.
Just gonna counter. It's my best.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was way more upset with Slanted, and I was way more bored with Fantasy Life than I was with this. At least I was engaged. It
Yeah.
had moments, so there are things I like. There's things I didn't. When I head over to Criticalist, it's probably going to be somewhere in the decent with me too. But
Wonder if they're
Sam,
gonna do
I wish it could have been. It's a movie I genuinely wish it for me would have been better. But
Same.
And Sin, I was gonna say, I think you guys were talking about the Fantasy Life. Apparently, I Swear was the mystery AMC movie that
Oh, are you serious?
oh,
Wow.
which was
And
interesting.
you didn't go that day, did you?
I did, but something came up as I was going to see it.
So you would have had a totally different movie to
I
talk
would have
about
been
if
able to
you
see,
joined
I
our.
swear. Man,
Huh.
yeah, it's okay.
But
Interesting.
yeah, but the bit of it I did see, I really did enjoy it. So I was like, I gotta circle back around to this later.
Yeah, I want to see that, but I feel like I need to get ready for the. I know it's going to be painful
yeah.
Correct.
to see
Yes.
it, and I'm not always.
And that was the other thing, because I was like, because there ended up being a conflict, but also I was just like, oh my gosh, this is.
Are you ready for it? Yeah.
Right, because
Yeah.
already at the beginning you see that the lack of understanding, the fact that he's not believed about the fact that this is seemingly coming out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I hate stuff like this. That's the experience, but still, it just was like, yeah, no.
I actually have it. I just haven't watched it yet because of all of those things.
Hola, ¿cómo va, amiga?
Hey there.
Todo bien?
Hello. We are
It's
about to
Argentina.
nice. We are about to wrap it up because I do have to get on over to my next show, which is live from Sparkwood 21. Going to be joined by Aged Boomer and our returning heroes, Troy and Netter, so back from MegaCon.
Back from MegaCon.
So yeah. So we're going to be watching episode 4 from season 1 called Rest in Pain. Just a very sad but very good episode. So
That's
yeah,
why we did the
sort of,
deviation
20
last week. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go one time around the horn. Sin, what do you have coming up?
I don't know. Maybe my review for this dumbass movie. I filmed it right before the stream, but I recently released my review for Durandar 2. So that's what I've got. And I think I'm going to be on Thirsty Thursdays this Thursday.
Okay, right on.
Hurry up.
Corey. Jesus, okay. Wow. Oh, well, in that case, Miss Prissy, little Miss Princess Priss. Okay.
Stop.
All
I'll
right.
leave this.
Get me off your screen. No. Not too much happening. Sin mentioned Thirsty Thursday. I believe I might be joining on that one as well and do my Friday lunch live streams. But other than that, some things in the works, but that's what I got for right now. Thanks for having me on again. It was a good time.
Of course. Rachel.
I too will be on Thirsty Thursday. Is that a second alarm? Okay. I too will be on Thirsty Thursday. I am watching a movie every day, and I'm also doing research and remembrance for in memoriams. The Oscars can't do it correctly, so I've got February, March, and April coming out with everyone who's passed away. So just keep an eye out on my channel for all of those. Thank you.
All right. D.
Hey everyone, this is D Movie Man, fellow cinephile, popcorn addict, and emerging film critic. And I am just going to, of course, be giving my review for this film. It's just kind of like a quick little out of the theater reaction situation. I also had a chance to meet up with a pal of mine and discuss Ready or Not 2, which was a very interesting, unexpected collaboration that happened. I'm one of the writers for the media outlet, The Latino Slant, and I just dropped a written review for the film The Maldor, and then El Cautivo, or The Captive. And, feel free to check that out as well. We also are going to be having our live stream episode for discussing Project Hail Mary and Ready or Not 2 next Friday. Correct me if let me know if that's right, Sin. But it should be next Friday.
Yes. Yeah,
yes.
no, actually, not next. This.
No, that's right. See,
yeah.
I'm already
okay.
I was all off. Sorry, yes. Came so fast, but yes. That'll be happening this week. So feel free to support and check us out and all the things.
All right. Enigma.
I will be wherever I am told to go. So I'll be live at Sparkwood. Basically, if anybody's posting their reviews, I'm basically propping them up. So I'm going to be commenting and then trying to sway others to my side. No, just giving encouragement. As long as you guys are loving these movies and making the effort to want to go and see something new and enjoyable, then I'll try and support you the best I can.
All right. As for myself, live from Sparkwind 21, right after this program is over, you'll be automatically redirected. Let's see. What else? Thursday, I will be joining, and it suddenly got very dark in here. I need better lighting. Hi, I'm Vincent Price. Okay.
Dun, dun.
All right. It's Dracula with this stringy ass hair and is apparently now French. Thank you and good night. No. All right. Well, I'm going to be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater, and we're going to take a detour from Film Noir Month to honor Chuck Norris. We're going to watch Lone Wolf McQuade. That's going to be Thursday at 5:30. And then later on that evening will be my program, Coming Attractions, where you get to find out what I am going to be doing in the next week, up to and including my appearance Saturday night on Films with Friends, hosted by Big Al Presents. And this week's movie is going to be Godzilla -1, as we round out our Evelyn Hampton Memorial Monster March. All right.
That's a good one.
Indeed. So, any last words before we wrap the show?
I got nothing. Go watch a good movie, y'all.
Yes. Support original films in the theater.
Mhm.
Please do.
And don't be hard on your friends that like movies that you don't like.
Yes.
Nobody's being hard on you, Corey.
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Corey has been fired. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly. I will refund my
this last broadcast.
salary to you.
Just you
that
wait
I've
till
been
you
paid.
power wash again.
Yeah, exactly. Back to the power washing game. There we go.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and wrap it up. I want to thank everybody who joined us here in the live chat. Everybody who joined us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. And anybody who might have been lurking, which is perfectly fine. You don't have to engage with the chat. This is as long as you enjoyed the show. Well, everybody except Corey. And no, he is quite a troublemaker. I'm sorry to say. Like I said, you don't have to engage with the chat. This is as long as you enjoyed the show. Hit the like, shout the stream, do all the clicky algorithmic things that YouTube likes. And as I always say at the end of every broadcast, from HQ in all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Bye.
There's going to be music. I like this song. Thank you, Troy.
It's even odd when Ronan's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steve, you're using Pro